Hello and welcome to another edition of Personal Health and Fitness. I'm your host, Chad Marshak. Today I'm at Capital City CrossFit here in Springfield, Illinois, and we're going to be talking about CrossFit. It's kind of taken the world by storm over the last couple of years. You see it on ESPN now. They have both national and international competitions, and it's worldwide. So I want to introduce Bryan Chandler, who's my guest today.
All right.
Bryan, thanks for joining me today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
You're one of the co-owners here of Capital City CrossFit, and I know you guys have been in business now for nearly 2 years.
Yep.
It's huge. It's all over the world, and I like to watch it on ESPN. I get a kick out of it. It's some amazing athletes out there. I do a little bit, dabble in this a little bit personally, but certainly no expert by any means. So I thought that I'd interview you today, talk about CrossFit, and you kind of enlighten me and enlighten our audience.
Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about CrossFit here in Springfield, Illinois, and what you do here.
CrossFit as a whole, basically it's a core strength and conditioning program. Basically the goal is to kind of prepare you for anything that, any physical endeavor that life might throw at you. So with that, we try to get you good at a lot of things, okay? Basically, we want to make you strong, okay? We want to make your cardiovascular and your respiratory endurance strong. And we want you to be able to kind of handle your body through different body weight exercises. So basically, how the programming is set up, we have 3 different aspects to CrossFit. Okay. One is the weightlifting aspect. We do a lot of weightlifting activities, whether it's with a barbell, medicine ball, kettlebells, things of that nature. We have the gymnastics or the body weight exercises. Push-ups, pull-ups, sit-ups, air squats, that kind of thing. Anything that's just you moving your own body and nothing else. We also have the cardio aspect, which includes running. We have rowing machines, jump rope, basically just getting the heart rate up through cardio exercises. And what we do is we take those 3 elements, the weightlifting, the gymnastics, and the cardio. We kind of put them together into short, high intensity workouts. Right. We like to keep the workouts short but sweet. Most workouts will last anywhere from 5 up to 20, 25 minutes. With that, we're keeping the intensity high. Right. So every workout, we're kind of working ourselves to exhaustion. Okay. And that's kind of helping you help your body kind of work, under stress.
Sure, and I know the WOD, the workout of the day, changes all the time.
Right.
So for those individuals that are sick and tired of doing the same thing time and time again, that this might be something that's a little bit unique and provides a different challenge and a different stimulus to kind of keep them going in the right direction in terms of enhancing their fitness. Right. Now I know there are a lot of different, I shouldn't say different, but what I would like to call primal exercises that you do. A lot of pulling, a lot of pushing, a lot of really cardio intense exercises. I mean, your heart rate's jacked at all times. I know when I've done several of the workouts of the day, it ranges from really being, spent to, really a state of euphoria. It really depends on the workout. Some are more stressful than others, and I'm sure that your members here find that to be true as well.
Right, definitely. Let
me ask you this, in terms of the range or the individual that might be attracted to this or might say, hey, I want to give this a shot. It's not just for the athlete or someone who's already relatively fit, but it can also, it's great also for individuals that who might be new to fitness, or maybe somebody in the 50-plus population that hasn't done anything for a long time, because I know we've talked before the program about how you really try to get people rolling in the right direction. If they have any orthopedic limitations or any other health issues, that you take that into consideration. You want them to understand, what this is all about, what each exercise, how to do it, perform it properly, and modify it accordingly if they do have any limitations. Right. We'll talk a little bit about that.
Okay. Yeah. Well, basically, before anybody starts a regular class, they have to go through what we call our on-ramp or beginners program. It's a 3-week program, and what it is, it's basically set up for them to learn the exercises and kind of get accustomed to what we do here.
Sure.
And also it helps me a lot just kind of learn their limitations and what they're comfortable with and what they're not comfortable with. Before we start anything, I check their background, if they have any orthopedic problems, any knee problems, and if they do, we kind of work around that. But yeah, basically in that 3-week beginners course, that's when we, not only me, but also the individual kind of learns what they can and cannot do.
Awesome.
And like you said earlier, we have a wide range of CrossFitters here. I mean, we got former Division I athletes. We also have women in their mid to late 50s that basically never did anything before they stepped in here, and everything's modifiable for everybody. Yeah, it doesn't really matter what your physical fitness is coming in. We can always scale down workouts. Modify the air squat by putting a box under you. Sure. That kind of thing.
You have to show up.
Yeah.
And you guys take care of the rest.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, I know that we're going to have the second part of this program today. We're going to actually have a workout. We're going to demonstrate that, and people are going to get a good taste of what it's all about. Now, there are a couple of exercises I thought we'd kind of preview today that are part of CrossFit. And we're going to bring Justin in to demonstrate those exercises, give people kind of an understanding of what this is all about. So Justin, come on in, buddy. What are we going to go talk about first?
I thought I'd show you 3 different exercises, kind of unconventional exercises to most people. One is the handstand pushup.
Okay.
Basically, what it is, it's getting your body vertical, upside down against the wall, and just lowering yourself and getting a vertical push.
Vertical push?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So what Justin's going to do, he's just going to basically kick his legs up, straighten his arms out, get his heels against the wall. And what he's going to do is just going to tighten up his core. He's just going to lower his head down to our mat. And he's going to pop up, lock the elbows out. Okay? You always want to make sure your body's nice and straight. Okay? And always come up, locking the elbows out at the top, always keeping that core tight.
And a lot of triceps, a lot of shoulders,
a lot of triceps,
a lot of core stability.
Okay,
that's awesome. That's a tough exercise.
Yeah, blood rush to the head.
All right, so we got a couple other exercises we're going to demo right now.
Yeah, we got a couple barbell exercises. A lot of the exercises we do in CrossFit, they're core to extremity, basically using the whole body, coming from the core and working our way out. Okay, it's kind of like when you throw a baseball or you swing a golf club, swing a baseball bat, you're getting all the power from the hips, from the core, and extending that out to the extremities, the arms and legs. Sure. So we're just going to go over a couple of those exercises today. One being the thruster, very common CrossFit exercise. What Justin's going to do is going to get the bar on the shoulders. Okay, this is what we call the rack position. This is where the thruster is going to start. Justin has the bar on his shoulders. He's going to get his elbows high, wrist back. He's going to get in a good squat stance. So he wants his feet about shoulder width apart. Toes are going to be angled out just a bit. Right. Okay. Now what Justin's going to do is he's going to take a deep breath, tighten up his core. He's just going to push his hips back and go down into a full front squat. Okay. Once he hits the bottom, he's just going to pop right back up, straight into a press of that bar overhead. Okay. Okay. Now that was kind of slow and deliberate.
So what's normal speed look like?
Normal speed.
Let's say if he cranks out 5 reps or so.
Okay. He's just going to drop down, pop up, straight overhead. Always want to make sure we lock those elbows out at the top. Sure. Okay. Justin's keeping his core nice and tight when he goes down in the squat, and he's exhaling on the way up. Okay. There you go.
So typically with the workout of the day, depending on both exercises you demonstrated, it's usually for a set amount of time or for a set number of repetitions. Right. Right.
Workout of the day calls for? Yeah, we've got 3 different types of workout of the days. One is task oriented. Like I will give you a set amount of work to complete, and you basically do it as fast as you can. Okay. So we'll have your final score will be a time. Okay. And then there's a time element where I give you a set of time, and you have to do as much work or get as many reps as you can within that time limit. So it might be like a 10-minute workout, doing as much as you can within 10 minutes, or I might give you the amount of work to do and then you get it done as fast as possible.
So if I had to guess, I would say there's probably a lot of friendly competition going on.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
Cool.
CrossFit's a sport.
Yeah.
Like you said, it's on ESPN now.
Yeah.
With the worldwide games.
Sure.
So if you have any competitive juices, it's pretty fun.
This might be for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, let's go ahead and demo the last exercise.
Okay. We got another barbell movement, another core to extremity movement, the Sumo Deadlift high pull. So what Justin's going to do, he's going to get his legs nice and wide. This is going to be a Sumo Deadlift stance. What he's going to do is just going to bend the knees. He's going to keep the shoulders up. He's going to grab that bar. Hands will be right inside the legs, elbows right inside the knees. Okay, now what Justin's going to do, he's going to take a deep breath, tighten up his core. He wants to make sure his chest is out, okay, his back is straight, and he's just going to pop up into a Sumo Deadlift, okay, pop the hips forward and go straight into a high pull. The high pull is just bringing that bar straight up the body, finishing right under the chin, elbows high, just like so. Okay, when we're doing this, okay, we're going to be using a lot of our lower back, so we want to try to protect that lumbar curve. We always just want to make sure we're looking straight ahead, keeping those shoulders back, chest out.
Awesome. Justin.
So another full body movement.
Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you, Justin.
Yep. All right, Brian, when we come back, we're going to actually have a workout of the day. So that should be a lot of fun for our viewers. So stay tuned, and we'll be back in just a moment. Hello, and welcome back to Personal Health and Fitness. I'm your host, Chad Marshak. Today our program's on CrossFit, and we're here with Bryan Chandler at Capital City CrossFit. Welcome back, Bryan.
Thank you.
Now, this segment of the program, we're actually going to do a workout of the day.
Right.
And I know we have it on the board over here. Why don't you kind of give me a brief overview of what our workout of today entails?
Okay, and today's workout of the day, what it is, we got 3 different exercises we need to do. One is the kettlebell swing, burpees, everyone's favorite, and box jumps. Okay, 3 very common exercises we do in CrossFit. And how the workout's set up, we're going to get reps of 9, 15, 21, then 15 and 9 of these 3 exercises. So basically what that means is we're going to get 9 kettlebell swings, followed by 9 burpees, 9 box jumps, 15 swings, 15 burpees, 15 box jumps, 21, 21, 21, then back down to 15 swings, 15 burpees, 15 box jumps, and then 9, 9, 9 to finish it out.
Okay, we have the clock here. So
we have the clock here, yep.
It's basically each his own. Whatever time they get is the time they get.
Like I mentioned earlier, all the CrossFit workouts are high in intensity. Right. So we want to get this set amount of work done as fast as we can, okay? It's for time. So basically what we're going to do when we get the class started, I'll say 3, 2, 1, go. Everyone just hits it at their own rate of speed. And when they're done, okay, they yell time, and basically the time goes on the board.
And your job as a trainer is to?
My job as a trainer is just kind of walk around, make sure everyone's form is clean. Everyone in this regular class has been through our beginners class, so they all know the exercises, but sometimes they may forget a thing or two. And I just kind of walk around, make sure everyone's doing everything safely and effectively.
Awesome. Well, you ready to get the show going?
I am.
All right, let's roll.
Okay. Does anybody have any questions with the workout? Now, this is what we want to do. We want to shoot for between, well, we'll say less than 15 minutes, okay? One way we can modify the burpee is just making it up-down, okay? And basically what that is we're not going to go into the full push-up. We'll just go hands to the ground. We're going to kick our feet, okay, all the way back, extend out, up, and then we'll finish with the jump and clap overhead. Okay, that's one good way to modify it if we need to, all right? So do that if you feel you need to. Okay, Kelly will do that. Okay, and box jumps, remember to get all the way on top of the box, and sometimes we forget we want to extend at the hips when we're on top of the box. Okay, so we'll just jump up, okay, and before we come down, lock those knees out, pop those hips open. Okay, we don't want to keep those hips closed. Okay, this would be a no good rep. Okay, and then we'll jump up, open up the hips, lock the knees out. All right, and with the kettlebell swings, just remember we want to keep the shoulders up, we want to keep the head up, keep the back straight, core tight, okay? Keep the arms locked out, pop the hips, get the kettlebell overhead. Do we have any questions before we get started? Okay, let's get ready. Starting with the swings. When you guys are done, yell time, okay? Check the clock. We'll have you just write down your time on the board here. How's that sound? All right, any questions? Okay, and here we go. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Big pop of the hips. Remember to breathe. Here we go.
So a lot of different athletes, or the participants rather, are using different size weights.
Different size weights. Yep, yep. We got the boys over here using 44 pounds.
Right.
The females, most of them are using anywhere from 13 to 26 pounds.
Okay.
Rebecca here is one of our better athletes. She's using 35.
Okay.
Justin, probably one of our top 5 athletes in the gym. He's using a 53-pound kettlebell. That's pretty standard for the big dogs.
Okay. Awesome.
Yep. We got 24-inch boxes for these guys. Scaling down from that, we got Rebecca using an 18-inch box, and then most of these ladies using 12 or a little higher.
Okay. Now Justin's dealing with a calf injury right now.
Justin's dealing with a little bit of a calf injury, so we're actually subbing the box jumps. We're actually subbing double unders for the box jump. Okay. Double under is just jump roping, 2 rotations of the rope for every 1 jump. Okay.
I love them.
Yeah.
They're hard.
Very skill-based movement.
Mm-hmm. And so, obviously, everybody kind of goes at their own pace. It's pretty individualized in terms of what somebody, you know, how fast they can get through each exercise.
Mm-hmm. Now, basically,
the rep scheme that you
yeah. Basically, we scale it so everyone finishes in the same time frame. That's basically what I'm thinking about when we scale down for people.
Okay.
So this workout, most should be in the 12 to 15 minute range.
Okay. And I think what some people may not realize is that you can take rest if you need it.
Oh, right,
yeah,
right.
It's not like you have to boom, boom, boom. So if you're less fit, obviously you can take a little bit more time to recover after a repetition, or if you perform your set number of reps and you got to take 30 seconds or a minute or whatever it is.
Right, right.
And then
ideally, you know, none of us would have to take rest, but unfortunately, sometimes it's can get a little difficult.
That's not how the human body is built.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's good.
So most of our ladies are modifying the burpee because basically, if they went all the way down to the ground, the time would be just a little higher, a little more work than we want to get through.
And obviously we got a running clock here, so a lot of people are checking this out to kind of see where they are. They know in terms of their rep scheme up here on the board, they know exactly what they're supposed to be doing. Right. So.
Yep. Most times, you know, people come in the afternoon, they'll check out the morning times, and then that'll give them an idea of about how long it'll take.
Kind of motivation.
Also give them something to shoot for, too.
Right. Now, some of your workouts of the day, I mean, or maybe heavier weights are used.
Heavier weights.
Or maybe it's more cardio-based, traditional cardio stuff. So for that workout of the day, somebody may be higher up on the board, say for more of a strength day versus more of a cardio day. They may not be as proficient at doing those movements.
That's it's, you know, one day the workout may be 20 heavy deadlifts, you know, involved with some pull-ups. The next day it may be run 2 miles for time, you know. Basically, you know, you may be good at one thing, and then the next day comes, you're like, oh crap, I'm not very good at this. But that's the goal, is to get you good at everything, you know. Good at everything, you know, minimizing our weaknesses.
That's good. I'm always looking to minimize my weaknesses.
Right.
And I have plenty.
Yeah, me too, me too.
I hear a lot of heavy breathing going on.
Yeah,
I think there's some work going on here.
Pretty common. Yep. We've been working out for about 4.5 minutes.
Okay.
We're going pretty hard.
Do you have anybody today? What's the record for today on the board for men and then for women?
For men, the top time is 12:28. Now we have this little RX right here. For every workout, there's RX, well, RX means prescribed, kind of like the doctor's note. We have a prescribed amount of reps. There's always a prescribed amount of weight to our weightlifting exercises.
Yeah.
So for men, the prescribed amount of weight is 53 pounds.
Okay.
Okay. For the box jumps, the prescribed height is 24 inches.
Okay.
So no one's doing the prescribed weight today, except for Justin, but he's also not doing box jumps.
What's the prescribed weight for women today?
35 pounds.
Okay, so
35 pounds.
And that's, I think, an important thing to talk about is that.
Yeah, the women's weight is always about 75% or 70% of the men's weight.
Right. And then even with some of the workouts you have, like beast mode, is that what it's called, or somebody who's exceptionally strong that may use, say on a deadlift, maybe a lot more weight than
what's prescribed? Yeah, we got a couple guys that can do that.
Okay, cool.
They like to show me up sometimes.
Yeah. Well, we've got about 5 minutes left in our program today, so let's see how much we can get through. Let's see if anybody is going to finish. It might be close.
Might be close.
So this is good. So
is anyone through their 21 yet? All right. I think we might be good.
We might be good. We might get it. Awesome. Everybody looks good. Everybody's working hard.
Yep.
Nobody's giving up. And if you can't make it, you can't make it. I think that's the beauty. You just do your best. Or if it takes you all day, it takes you all day.
Yep. Shot, Rebecca.
What's your biggest success story in terms of body transformation? What was the time frame?
Well, we have a member, his name's Steve Gifford. He's been here for 4 months now.
Yeah?
He's been here since August, and he's lost, he came in pretty unconditioned. He weighed probably about 330.
Yeah.
He's lost 80 plus pounds now.
Oh my.
That's, he comes in here 4 days a week, works hard, but he's also cleaned up his diet a lot.
Yeah.
He's
that's so important.
Eating the right things. Oh yeah.
And you guys kind of preach that too.
Yeah.
The primal living.
The primal living.
Eating like a caveman.
Eating like a caveman. Yeah. We stress the paleo diet here.
Awesome.
Kind of just eating like the caveman ate before processed food came along. Refined sugars, grains, that kind of thing. Right. So a lot of fruits and vegetables, lean meats, proteins. Right. Yep. All right, focus.
So we're doing a lot of talking today, but normally you're kind of working.
Normally I'm walking around,
station.
Okay, motivating people, checking their form.
Yeah.
These guys usually they find the self-motivation with these things, but form looks pretty good. This is a pretty good group right here.
Justin, you gonna finish this?
Come on, last round.
Last round.
Go get
here.
it, Justin.
So we can see that we're about 8 minutes and 20 seconds in. So talk about a lot of calories burned in a short amount of time.
Right.
Off the wall.
It's short, but it's sweet. Yeah, that's the way we like it. These guys, classes are usually 45 minutes in length. That's majority of the time is warming up and getting everyone set up, ready to go.
And obviously we did the warm-up prior to starting the class. Everybody got warm. Took 10, 15 minutes to do all the warm-up exercise to prep them for this.
Yeah, definitely don't want to just jump in here cold.
Yeah, awesome.
Bryan, where are you at?
Got anybody finished over here?
15? Not yet. Justin's going to be the first right here. 9 minutes, 2 seconds.
9 minutes, 2 seconds. Good job, man.
Good job, Justin. Who's close? Who's close? Focus, Rebecca, focus.
Everybody's doing a great job.
Big jump. Pop the hips, Di. There you go.
Normally we have the music cranked, right?
Right.
That's good.
Yeah.
It's a good motivator.
Good job, Amy.
That's awesome. Well, we don't have a lot of time left in the program today. Any parting words before we close the program today?
No, I just want to thank you for coming out, exposing what we do here. Definitely appreciate that. Yeah, and
CrossFit's here to stay.
CrossFit is here to stay. It's blowing up. It's blowing up, like you said earlier. I just want to thank you.
Appreciate
we'll
your
have
time
our contact information. If people want to get
Yeah,
started, they'll just contact me.
People have questions, they can contact you, Brian, here at Capital City CrossFit. I know you're, what's your website real quick?
It's c3crossfit.com.
Okay, and that's going to appear at the end of the program as well.
Okay,
so I do want to thank you.
Yep.
Hey, great program.
All right, thanks
you again. Thanks, Brian. Bryan Chandler with Capital City CrossFit. Thanks again for joining us on another edition of Personal Health and Fitness. If you have any questions, got to give Brian a holler. Until next time, I'm your host, Chad Marshak. Hey, Quinn and Riley.